Alright, so this is video number 2. Yeah, we were up to here. I have this one here extracted. I have this one here. Alright, so I have to be in face mode and I need to delete the corner faces. Well, I'm gonna select this, okay, and then I'm gonna go right click and hold, choose face. Right, select that. Make sure I don't select anything else. Press delete. Okay, so why the hell did I do this? You know, it looks like it makes no sense. When you're doing more and more complicated modeling, the tools sometimes don't work. It's just, that's the only way I can say it, and there's some workarounds for it. I'm gonna select the outer edge ring of the cylinder. Here's the cylinder. Right click, edge mode, double click, right? So I wanna flare these out. And if I did not delete these faces, it's gonna make problems, right? Maybe I'll show it afterwards. But just, fine. All right, so you see this? I'm gonna select the faces, right? You know what, let me just show you what happens. Shift right click, extrude edge, okay? Right, I'm gonna press R. I'm gonna turn this off. Don't mind me, you don't have to do this. See, already it's making problems. See what happens? This is what I mean by. And yeah, so you can see what happens in terms of when I talk about it glitching. Alright, so that was necessary. I needed to show that. Alright, so we're back here. Okay, so back to here again. I'm gonna double click, select the outer ring. I'm gonna go in here, turn it off, right? And then shift right click, extrude, press R. Okay, this is a scale tool, your default scale tool. This is not modeling, this is just a scale. I'm going to use the scale tool to push this out like that. So that's that part. And then from there, I'm going to go here. I need to select the cube in the cylinder again. And then we have to combine it. So shift, right mouse button together, combine. Okay. Now you notice here, all this extra stuff happened. See? And here is under the construction history, poly unite, meaning it combined it. Now, when a large modeling thing happens, you know, I need to delete the history because it will wreck your model. Delete history is right here. See how it's gone? Conversely, it's right here as well. Edit, delete by type, history. Okay. Now I'm in object mode. Here we are. Okay. I'm gonna go back here, turn on symmetry, object X, turn it back on. Now I'm gonna hold on shift and the right mouse button, edge mode. Okay. I'm gonna click outside for a bit. So what I need to do is I need to insert edge loops, and then where I need to insert them are like here, 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 and here, and here. And the reason why is that, so for example, you see these lines and this face, they need to connect. Over here it needs to connect. Over here it needs to connect. So what I'm gonna do is shift right click together, insert edge loop tool, option box, and then from here, multiple edge loops. I need to check that. Number of edge loops, set it to 1. Okay, close. Click. So it's gonna be right down the middle. Click, click, click. This is what I mean by all your edges, you know, they need to be stitched back together. Now the next thing I'm gonna go over is something called the bridge tool, right? The bridge. and I'm gonna connect and connect by doing a option called bridging. So I'm in edge mode, right? See edge mode. Select that. Hold shift and also select that. Right? Make sure you have Object X turned on. Shift right click, bridge. See? I hate this. This annoys me. Press W to get out of that tool. I'm gonna select this. I'm gonna shift select that. And I'm gonna press Q to hide it. Q as in Q-tip. I want to hide my tool for a bit so you can see better. And then from there, I'm gonna press G as in George to repeat the last command, which is the bridge command. See? Then I'm gonna click this and this, not this, just these. Press G as in George. Click this and this, press G, this and this. 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 Press G. I need to go to object mode and fill hold. So object mode is basically right click, hold, and select object mode. Okay. Then I'm gonna go fill the hole, shift right click together, fill hole. So I filled the hole, as you can see. Now it's one object. And this is what I mean by it needs to be stitched. See this corner? These vertices, they need to come back down and reconnect. This needs to come back down and reconnect. Reason why is that it's just the right thing to do. It's just what's expected of, and it prevents say, yeah, like this. This is when you press 3 for the sub-D modeling, right, and press 1. So when you reconnect it, then it maintains the shape better, the way it should be. So I'm going to use a multi-cut tool, right, because the rear back wall, it needs to be 4-sided. You know, these are not 4-sided face. Right click, object mode, right? Shift right click, multi-cut, right? Multi-cut is also right here. Now I'm gonna go and left click on this edge, drag and snap it, go down, click, drag and snap it. I'm gonna press G as in George to reactivate the tool. I'm gonna click here. I'm gonna go across. Here's my back, right? And I'm gonna make the camera as straight as possible because I want to make my line. I'm gonna eyeball it and just try to make it straight like that. Press W to finish the tool. Then I'm gonna press G as in George again to reactivate the tool. Click here, drag and snap. Click here, drag and kind of eyeball it to make it straight-ish. Press W. Down here, press G as in George. Left click on this edge, drag it down. Click, let go, press W to finish the tool. Now if I press 3, see what happens is retaining its shape more and more as you reconnect and stitch it back together. Press 1. Alright, shift right click, multi-cut tool, let go, click and drag, eyeball it, press W. And there you have it, stitched back together. And this is what we call quads. 1, 2, 3, 4-sided. Alright, so I grayed that out. This one here, shift multi-cut, we don't need that right now. Let me just get rid of it. So next one, I need to be in edge mode, right? Right click, hold, edge mode. I need to select only the corner edges, like here. Ooh, select that and that. Right, so what I'm gonna do is, let me show you the model. We're gonna be adding these supporting edge loops, for example, like this and this, right? By the way, if your camera acts up, right, or just doesn't behave, press F. Like select something and press F to focus into it. So like this and this is what we're going to be modeling. The supporting edge loops to make the corners firm and crisp. See? So that's what we're going to be doing. See, like here. So that's what we're going to be doing. So I select it, right click and hold edge mode, let go, click, 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 click. Right, I have my object mode X activated so it does the other side. Click, 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 click. Right, these right here. Be mindful of what you're clicking. Right, this corner edge, I want to do that as well. So for this one, I'm gonna hold on Shift, double click. When you do Shift and double click, it will select all around. And over here, hold Shift, double click. Hold Shift, double click. Hold Shift, double click. Right? Okay, do not select these. These should be blue. Right? These should be blue. Only here, here, here. These guys should be blue lines. Right? Carefully look to see that only your corner edges, right, have highlighted in this brown color. Okay, so I did that. Next, I'm gonna go Shift right click, bevel edge, right? And this one is gonna be slightly different from your usual beveling. I'm gonna set the fraction to sometimes you might end up doing this. It's annoying when you click on that. Set the fraction to 0.2, right? 0.2. Next really important thing is to turn off the chamfer. If you just click on it, you can turn it off. I'll show you what happens, right? On, off. I want it off. Next, I need to use my insert edge loop. I need to get its option box. So I have this selected. Shift right click, right? Insert edge loop. Option box is here. And then I need to reset it because right now I have some specific settings dialed in. See, from what we did previously. Reset. Right, and that's for the insert edge loop. Now, the whole purpose of what we're going to do next is I need to place the final supporting edge loops for the cylinder insert. See the cylinder insert? I need to put the supporting edge loops here, here, and here. Because right now if I press 3, right, so you notice how it's kind of super smooth. See how it's going in like that? And you notice how my model looks different, right? Because right now I'm in, I'm using a modeling tool, but I'm at level 3 subdivision. So basically I need to press W to get out of the tool, right? Right click, object mode, see? And we need to firm this up using supporting edge loops. And like I mentioned before, I don't recommend modeling in level 3 because it makes those weird lines again. Select it, shift right click, insert edge loop, right? Now I'm gonna go in, put that there, that there, right? Right around here is good. Go over here, put that there, put that there. Look what happens when I press 3. Again, ignore these weird lines because right now I'm in level 3 sub D while using a tool. That's why it looks all weird. Right? But as you can see, it's firming up. Press 1. Okay, I'm going to zoom in. I'm at level 1, low poly. Put one there. Put one there. Press 3. Right, I'm out of the tool as well. That's why you don't see those weird lines again. Right click, object mode, boom. Nice, very nice. Okay, so that's almost everything. Alright, so when I had done some practice models for this tutorial, there was a glitch here, right? And I showed how to correct it. But like I said, with modeling in 3D, for whatever reason right now, that glitch is not here. And it's working fine. So yours may look fine as well. And there's no way for me to recreate that glitch to fix it. It's a minor thing, right? Which I put here to show how to correct it, how to find and how to correct it. But like bizarrely, that thing is not here for me to show how to fix. So you could just ignore this. I'm just gonna strike it through, ignore that. Last thing I'm gonna do is create a display layer to put this inside a layer. So I already made one, right? But I'm gonna just delete it. Okay. So this here is your display layer, right? In your channel box, this little section. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select my cube, right? Then I'm gonna go here and click on this. Create a new layer and assign selected objects. And this here is V for visibility. Do not press the P, right? Do not mess with that. Make sure it's just left there. Leave that alone. That's for something else. Then this here, this is like for template mode, right? If I click it again, now it's set to reference, right? Where it's black lines. Okay, so you can't touch it. And then click it again. Now it's open. So very useful. And then I'm gonna name it, double click. And I'm gonna just name it underscore cube underscore cylinder underscore booleaned underscore. I put underscores because the display layer, it does not like if you put spaces. And then save. Okay, so that's the last part. And then you want to save it as a cube cylinder booleaned, right? Put underscores. When you save it, don't put spaces because it can make problems later on potentially. And then save it to the W drive and find our class, right? Whichever it is. That's why I put a little asterisk right there. And then into your folder. Make sure that at the very end, do not delete history. Like I mentioned before, for the very last part, do not delete history. I want to see this, that the construction history, it shows proof that you actually built it and did not just take someone else's file. All right, so that's everything.